Okay, so game number 2 is gonna be coming up, usually at a time where we will be already having end of the decider. So we'll see if, no, I mean like Frozen Waste is usually not a map that tends to last that long because of how it spawns and how it plays out. Of course, tons of food, same gods, Mahde with Loki, Spammed is gonna be playing with Ra, and we're gonna be having some decentish double gold mine, which is a bit unfortunate for Mahde. It's gonna be very lucky for Spammed. One turbo save gold mine, second not terrible either. But yeah, well, they already do have both of those gone. So there's nothing they can be doing about it. I mean, like the last map was also not the greatest for Mahde. It was actually the worst it could have been. So doesn't seem to be having that much of a high problem with that in a kind of way. Good combination of the gold mine and the town center right next to it as well. Not looking that bad. No, and for example, otherwise you can see further protection, but nonetheless not like he needs it too much against Ra. I'm just gonna be curious how Ra is gonna be playing that spammed play 1 TC in the previous game. 1 TC faster heroic, so probably gonna be even likely to be doing the same here as well. Considering he's gonna be having the 2 gold mines in his base. Expecting, so maybe he could be even doing a prediction contest if there are a bit more people here around, and it's quite a bit of an intense matchup it looks like. So in like a minute, gonna be setting it up. So of course we are on this delay here again as Arvel of Hephaestus. That's gonna be really great bonus and good help to anybody who's gonna be wanting to pick that up. No, further down the line gonna be quite an excellent gold mine, and also the second TC, or the second extra TC for Mahde. It's a bit further away, the gold mine, but still the overall shape of the land and the wood lines seemed like that he's gonna be able to work with it. Some few short walls and whatnot could be probably quite nice. Good bleaking and looking somewhat decent. Should be a whole lot better, of course, for the Loki as far as the food goes. And gonna be also having to wait where the third TC is gonna be available for spam. Because so far we've seen just the one on the left, and without any kind of necessary gold mine. It's not too far away, frankly. Thinking this is right now kind of manageable for him. So maybe have a look into Mahde's point of view, as I'm gonna be setting up the prediction contest, potentially. Spammed versus Mahde, so be careful who you are gonna be voting for. They're not gonna be having the same colors as on the map and as on the stream. It's just gonna be as we do have in the title of the stream here. So if somebody's gonna be interested, maybe you have some duhovky and want to be having some extra entertainment here, betting on one of the guys here, feel free to do so, or of course not, up to you. If you just want to be enjoying the game itself. No, and that's gonna be already getting prepared for somewhat of a like 4:30 advance, pretty similar as we have seen it seems like in the last game. I was expecting maybe him trying to go a bit faster. Again, I was expecting that even in the previous one, though with low food it's obviously kind of stupid and really hard to do. But just like was expecting him to want to block Spammed on the second TC, which was also something that Spammed himself was expecting, and he was really surprised by that second town center by Mahde. Wasn't expecting that quite a bit, evidently. 3:33, can say now same advances for both of them, and still not much of a clue at this point what's going to be coming up from either of them. But Anvil of Hephaestus already picked up by Spam. That's a very good one, because he was having a bit of a problem in the previous game to get the armory upgrades in time. That really took him way longer than it needed to, and it should have. So yeah. But nonetheless. How many do we have? Goatees? About 10. On the top side it's gonna be practically the same. 11. Already working towards somewhat blocking actually the coming to the base. Should be definitely starting on this gold mine. Because I mean like this is the safer one, right? Can wall also on the left side next to the berries. And if he's gonna be getting somehow raided here to the back, which, well, he probably won't be. But once he's going to be running out of the gold here, he's gonna be having to go here, and that's gonna be a lot more manageable for Mahde to be somehow blocking. And apparently, Mahde is gonna be not diverging from his strategy that worked in the last game. So maybe he's just gonna be set up for the overall victory. In 1 hour again, you'll see. But again, it will be really hard on Frozen Waste because you can't be just like focused next to your wall and be done with it. That's not entirely something that to be working out. And you can see this time it's going to be a second TC for spam. Obviously learning from the last game what can happen here. So yeah, this is going to be a lot more standardized, I'm expecting. A lot more standardized gameplay. Okay, this time Spammed is not gonna be making, of course. I mean, like, it wasn't too much of a mistake in the previous game that he didn't go for the second TC what he expected, because that would be something that most people would be doing, frankly. Just Mahde really surprised him, and now, well, the surprise is over. Could have been just kind of playing it probably smart, because it was almost assured that Spammed is not gonna be kind of like guessing again, because he was like legitimately guessing last game what's gonna happen. Right now, he just kind of went for the standardized situation and gameplay and strategy. Still good food, bit of extra wood right now coming forward, and is it gonna be like a completely standard? Probably should be, right? Or is he gonna be trying to get some barracks? So far it doesn't seem so. Gonna be armory. Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be a standard 2TC fast heroic. Maybe a few barracks just in case, but second TC done, and we do again Fetters of Fenrir. I mean, like, for the Norse, it can be somewhat nice, I guess. Not gonna be having to worry about the walruses and the polar bears, possibly. Some kind of further food for him without worry, but not entirely game changer, unfortunately. So of course, a few more goats are gonna be done in a moment. No, and Spammed is gonna be probably getting ready for his farms as well, as he should be right now getting shut off soon. So far, not yet. So far, that is not a thing. Okay, defensive walls. Heroic Age, of course, attempted for Mahde as well, somewhat reasonably. It's gonna be kind of like the similar as we did have last game. He advanced at about... He was advancing at 8 minutes? Something like that, I think. Yeah, well, Moradin. Yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna be doing that. If there's nobody else, yeah, I can understand that it's not entirely that much fun. So, if you're not gonna be winning it back, I'm just gonna cancel it for you. If you are the only one here who wanted to be partaking. And Elepelos also, thank you very much for the raid. So the other match, by the way, between Starko and Revan has already therefore ended. I don't know how many games they played, but quite possibly all of them. So if you're gonna be interested in that, you can watch it as well then. And we are going to be having the rain right now therefore falling, which is at this point gonna be resulting into probably fairly comfortable game for Spam. Easy Migdol, even though he's gonna drop the barracks pretty stupidly. Migdol should have been probably here as kind of like the safe option. But maybe he's gonna be dropping it through forward, since he doesn't see any kind of army from Mahde. You can see that's gonna be at a 9-minute advance. So still, practically the same situation. Yeah, Loki Macro just can't believe that Loki is going actually for 2 TCs. He did it in the first game as well. And frankly, I am a bit surprised. Because if there is somebody who likes to be playing 1 TC, it's definitely Mahde. He plays that really commonly in community games that we stream with him. So yeah, it's a bit surprising. But well, that's of course what preparation brings. Maybe it's gonna be bringing him good luck and get him into the second round of the qualification for Voobly Champions League. So, after only half a minute after. Loki Macro, yes, he doesn't like taking TCs or make upgrades before Mythical Age. Yes, we do know that. And also playing, for example, double temple build. So this is something that we see kind of rarely and mostly from Loki Macro. Oh, that Migdol is gonna be there for coming here, it looks like. It's gonna be there for just like already considering the safe. And also considering that there's not gonna be any kind of early attack, which is quite a bit evident now, even with the Heroic Age advance. Is it just straight Mythic in? Like, market is interesting here. Maybe could have also positioned it already somewhere like here. for proper trade, actually. By the way, do we have spy this time? Yes, we do. Kinda notice it somewhere, but I don't know entirely where already. Ah, there. That villager here on the left side. It's gonna be actually interesting kind of like point of view on the town center, what's going on there. It's gonna be seen there for some axemen with a bit of an odd spearman, like literally odd spearman here coming up. And all the way here to the south, you're gonna be getting there for classic Jarls again with already heavy cavalry immediately. So he's basically playing very similarly as he did in the last game. Like almost 1-1. No, almost. Definitely 1-1. Okay, that wasn't too terribly cast. He just gonna cast it right on the villages. Just needs to be casting it in front of them. And he actually has done the same in the last game. Seems like that some kind of rap player needs to be taking him into practice. Because he's casting it literally where the villages are, instead of into the path of where they're gonna be running. So that's obviously why he's getting such a limited effect of it, unfortunately. Unfortunately, okay, Longhouse coming forward. It's gonna be probably needing some axemen, I think, in a bit sooner here. Still seems to be continuing with the normal cavalry, but yeah, well, informed from the last game, I think it's spammed. Currently, it's gonna be playing it a bit more against what Mahde would be wishing. Can see copper mail immediately coming up, and some good economical upgrades. It's not looking too bad. Where we are. No, I can see right now the shaft and handux. On the other side for the spammed. For red play, you can see the baseline. Migral, where we expected, but didn't have to be probably pushing it right next to gold. Why not? If he's blocking the path in here, but it actually seems like that he is, and so that's not too ideal. Not too ideal in the first place, but obviously also a bit earlier mentioned that there was a problem with possibly the front gold mine in Spam's base. He's already produced the wall, and it's gonna be practically preventing any kind of early nonsenses like that, and he can therefore continue working with it and on it, no problemo. Same as he can right now already has. Oha, he already has actually a second Migdol. Somebody being fancy here with 2 Migdols this early, protecting both mines. Spam getting mythical age. Yeah, I'm thinking this is actually a very good start for Spam. Just gonna needs to be surviving until he gets the Son of Osiris. That's gonna be a bit of a chance here for Mahde, who, by the way, did go through for Seti this time. Didn't really notice if he was going Heimdall or not, but... No, well, actually, right now I remember the troll a bit on the left side earlier. Okay, what do we have? Heavy cavalry, double copper. That's nice. No axeman upgrade, no spearman upgrade, it looks like, and... Oh, well, of course, nothing on the chariots either. So you cannot be trying to break through into the TC immediately. I mean, like, it's pretty dangerous. Army on his doorstep. He can theoretically try to force the flame weapons fight into this. And if Spam is not gonna be wanting to bite, he's gonna be pulling down the TC. Maybe that's what he's aiming to do. Yeah, okay. So he's gonna be either taking that down, or... Okay, gonna be shifting away. Where? There, next to... That's actually a solid portion of the army right now gone. That's gonna be right now screwing Mahde quite a bit over. And unfortunately, I'm really not really liking these kind of commitments that he's doing. He has done that in the last game, and I already complained about those. And you can see right now it's gonna be the full army gone again. And it's a really expensive army. I mean, like, stupid Jarl is what? You can see right now 50, 80, that's like mid-on practically. It's incredibly expensive. And kind of throwing it all away on also basically Ancestors or Ancestors flame weapons. They are not gonna be doing anything at all. You can see Son of Osiris up. That's gonna be quite a major issue and problem. And, well, much more importantly, Mahde trying to get the 3rd TC. Seems like a plan, but I'm thinking he's gonna be very soon enjoying a fairly powerful counter-attack. Can see full pop limit for Spammed. By the way, he still didn't discover the front TC. Has to be here. Because there's like... Yeah, there's no other way where it could be. Or no other place where it could currently be. Heavy spearman immediately. All copper. No, also looks like that Spam has also increased this improvement speed. Nice to see. I mean, like with Annabelle Hephaestus, it's gonna be also a bit easier with the 10% discount. on all the pieces of it. You can see there's the gold mine already discovered. No, a new army is gonna be immediately up for Mahde. And kind of like he's gonna be able to get the army back up, sure. I don't have a problem with that regarding the fight a bit earlier. But the problem is he's literally throwing away flame weapons, huge god power, and at the same time full pop limit. That's basically like full mythical he's throwing away there. It's like really strange, I'm thinking. He's trying to somewhat keep spammed on his feet or whatever, but the battles are just like really not doing anything for him at all, in my opinion. It's like really costing him way more than potentially what they could be doing to spam, who is gonna be able to get himself the TC under practically like no duress, it looks like, at least for the time being here. No, but still, actually, to build this up, it's gonna be taking a bit longer, because here this is way more into cavalry. Doesn't even have that many infantrymen in the first place. So that's a bit of a challenge right now for the blue player, who would be very much liking getting into the mythical age as well. And of course, with the rock still nearby, Son of Osiris is gonna be fairly safe, and unfortunately the dwarves can be really saying the same about those guys, as they're gonna get murdered here one by one and after the other. Wow, that's actually a very good economy for Loki. Missing just the last upgrades into farming and gold, if I'm not mistaken, if I saw it right. Wills against 82, so theoretically much stronger economy for Mahde. But how long can he be actually affording to throw away the units right now? Because with Son of Osiris it's gonna be getting quite a bit ridiculous. Basically useless myth units. And to even get to him somewhere close with the rock nearby, and apparently even town center just stolen from under Mahde's kind of like nose. No, it looks to me you might be getting a game 3 here, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. Even the last game was looking all kinds of sketchy at multiple times, so we'll see. You'll see about that. I also wanted to be seeing some villages here from red. Can say now it's gonna be missing potentially query, but all is quite a bit fine still, as the town center is gonna be finished. And even the birdie is gonna be falling down from the skies. Heavy charioteers, double bronze and copper. Oh well, and bronze shields even right now from red. It's gonna be all bronzed already, by the way. Whereas Mahde is gonna be almost fully bronzed as well, so they are on a similar level. But the population limit disadvantage is at this point probably gonna be getting a lot more serious. Yeah, you can see 45 TC already there. GG is gonna be up. No, and this was supposed to be a lot better map for Mahde, but yeah, I'm thinking that the strategy he has chosen this time should have been going for the 4-minute advance and quick attack, but yeah, well. Everybody is a general after a battle, as it says, and as they say rather. No, so that's gonna be 1-1, and therefore we're gonna be getting to enjoy this goodness even further, as the last game, the decider of the first round of the qualification for Voobly Champions League 3 by Boit and the community, it is going to be Tundra. It is going to be Tundra with all the golds in the middle. Yeah. Yep, the 2 gold mines didn't help out. That was really a sad spawn for him, especially with how Frozen Ways have been perverted for Voobly Balance Patch 5.0 by the Eggy Criers, who wanted to be having the safe gold mines, but it's supposed to be a map where the gold mines are pretty unsafe. Exactly kind of like something like Anatolia in a way. But the Eggies cried sufficiently enough, and there were sufficient amount of them on. Unfortunately, the patch team that, well, this bastardization come through. Well, they came through. I'm hoping there's gonna be some further variant. It's gonna be coming back to what it's supposed to be. Unsafe gold mines and stuff. Because not all gods should be the same viable on all the maps. Because they never were. It never was the case. And I don't see why it should be the case, because the civilizations are just like way too different for all of that. But let's therefore get into the post game. They're already gonna be starting with the new one. About like 1,005 and 2, about 7,000 resources more for Mahde than for Spam. That's a ridiculously huge difference, frankly, now, by 17 minutes. But you can see it just like doesn't work as well. Tiagi just doesn't need as much. And he's gonna be having powerful armies, and yeah, well, that mythical age with Son of Osiris, he is a huge deal always. This time it was a bit more reasonable here. The like, units compared to each other. GG.